Hi everybody, and thank you for joining me today. So working more on leaves, I got the top of the fence post done, and I worked some leaves down towards it, and I'm sort of filling in that area that is between the two. That is what I'm working on today. Yeah, I'm not quite starting at 0 today, but pretty close, 17 stitches, so almost at 0, yeah. Oops. And starting off with unthreading that needle that was threaded. Okay. Yeah, it is definitely winter. We got a whole bunch of snow dumped on us. And it is still snowing right now. Not very heavy, but yeah, enough. So, yeah, it's kind of gloomy, overcast. So it's definitely a nice day to hibernate and stitch. Ooh. Oh my goodness, pardon me. My husband snored a lot last night. I almost had to kick him out. Yeah, we have this agreement. If he gets too, he's disturbing my sleep too much, to make him go. Oh dear. My goodness. So yeah, sorry, I may not be as talkative today. I did not sleep well. I'm very tired. Oh, I missed a stitch right there. Yeah. No problem. Yeah, I suddenly realized there should be 2. In this corner there was only 1, but luckily I realized it. Well, the thread was right there, so that was a super easy fix. So yeah, there was a bunch of pale colors for the top of the fence post. Now we're back into darker colors, so I can pin stitch again. Yeah. I could only pin stitch pale colors in that area where it was going to be pale stitches on top, but yeah, now we're back into some darker ones. So yeah, we should reach the peahen's feathers this month. Yeah, they're closer than I thought. I went and looked at the pattern, and yeah, they're starting pretty close to the fence post. So yeah, we'll get partway through them, I think. I've been managing to get across a pass about 3 months and a bit. Yeah, 3 to 4 months. So yeah, we should definitely get that far into it during this month. It's getting exciting, getting further along. So yeah, it just passed 180,000 total. So that would give me about 126,000 stitches to go. So yeah, it might be possible to finish it this year, but it'll be close. So I'm aiming for spring of 2026 is probably more realistic, and if I finish before that, then bonus, as I always say. Yeah, so there's leaves here. Yeah, there actually is one more bit of a purple flower coming up here. can see from looking at the symbols. Yeah. Stitch with a pattern long enough and I get the symbols memorized. I know that. Number 8 is purple. Yeah. Okay. Might reset soon. Yeah, so I'm just gonna tuck some threads away here. So I'm going to cut it off right about here is where dark navy is. So I'm gonna probably cut it off right about there and fill that all in, and then move over and fill in some more as I usually do. Yeah, so taking the Christmas tree down soon. It was funny when I got a fake tree. I thought, well, at least I won't have to deal with, you know, pine needles everywhere. But yeah, you still do. They're fake, but yeah, and I find they really work their way into the carpet. So sometimes I'm still finding them, vacuuming them out of the rug until summer. Yeah. But yeah, one nice thing is kind of I don't have to worry about having it at the curb at a certain day, because when you have a live tree, they will pick them up, but only on one certain week after Christmas. Yeah. And I don't like deadlines. They stress me out, so yeah. I remember we rented a place when I was a kid, and I guess they'd missed their pickup and they just threw it in the backyard and it was still there when we moved in. Oh. And then it stayed there because, yeah, my dad couldn't be bothered to take it to the dump or yeah, so it just sat there for like another year. Oh dear. But yeah, they said they collect them and they make mulch out of them, so they run them through a wood chipper. Yeah. And yeah, I remember one year we did have a real tree, and then we went to go visit my parents, and I turned the lights on, and then we headed halfway there, and I suddenly realized we left the lights on, and the tree had not been watered as much as it should have been, so it was really dry, and it was like, yeah, we probably should go home and switch that off, because this was the old incandescent bulbs, and they get really hot, so yeah, really hot on a tinder dry tree, not a good idea. So yeah. Yeah, nowadays it's the LED bulbs, and they basically don't make any heat, so you don't have to worry about that. But yeah, those old ones, they could get pretty hot. Yeah, we didn't bother putting any lights up on the house this year. My husband doesn't like to leave them up year-round. I know some people do, right? And they only turn them on in December, but he doesn't like doing that. So yeah, that means sometimes we just don't get around to. We did have a little one of those swirling with the color lights on our front porch. So yeah, that was pretty. Made a little light display on the snow of the front lawn. Okay. right, I'm just gonna go into this corner here for a bit. I could have continued to work down this way. It really doesn't matter. I just feel like filling in this indentation here first. But there's no rule that says I have to do that first. I just felt like it. Yeah, so there's leaves and there's one more flower, and then I think we're kind of done the flowers after that. Yeah, it's all pretty much leaves until it becomes the peahen's wing. And then into her chest, yeah. Then we will get to the peacock's feathers again. Although there are more wing feathers on him, so they're not quite as colorful. Fewer eye motifs left to do. Yeah, we did the bulk of them in the last couple of passes, 3 passes, yeah. That was my favorite part. I was so excited when I got to the tail feathers, yeah. I've been looking forward to that for a while. I mean, that's really the focal point of this piece, yeah. There we go. It's nice though. It's not too terribly cold today. Which is good, but we'll see later. Usually, like I say, end of January to February is when if we're going to get a big cold snap, that's when it happens. So yeah, we will see. But yeah, I mean, at least our homes are built for it. I remember a few years ago when they had a huge snowstorm in Texas, and I mean, obviously, yeah, they were not prepared for it because it rarely gets like that there. So yeah, power outages and yeah, pipes freezing and stuff. It was not good. Yeah, I said we regularly experience that, but at least we're prepared for it. So yeah, we had relatives in Hungary saying they were having a hard time keeping warm because same thing, their homes were not insulated, so the heat was basically escaping almost as fast as you could create it because their homes were almost like log cabin. Yeah. It was bad. Okay. Yeah, so see what number I managed to put up today. It's not as confetti heavy, so I would imagine it should go pretty quick. Yeah, I love the detail that confetti adds, but I do hate how slow it can get sometimes when there's so many colors. Yeah, like I said, this is why I don't do the Heaven and Earth Designs has the max color versions, but I do not do them. The most colors I've done on one piece is 150, and I've sworn to myself never again. I'll stick to the standard 90 to 100 is plenty, I think. Yeah. Yeah, Heaven and Earth Designs actually had a big sale in December. And yeah, as a lot of people said, you know, I bought 6 supersize max color designs. Now I just have to live to be 100, you know, because like, yeah, because the supersize are like 999 by like 700. So yeah, they're a lot. Yeah, it's kind of nice. They give a good range. They have mini ones too. Although what they call mini is what a lot of a lot of people call standard size, but yeah. Yeah, the minis, I find it really depends if it's, some people say, do you know, how do they look? And it's like, well, it depends if it's sort of something with one major focal point in the middle. I find they look fine. When it's something that's got tons of little details, yeah, you can tell. But it's nice to have that choice because, yeah. Like I stitched the Majora's Mask, which was under 50,000 stitches, so it was a nice quick one for me. Yeah, I don't really have any of those left in my in my store of patterns. They're all like 200,000 stitches or more. There we go. Some fluffs just trying to come forward. Yeah, I really like the snag tool there. It's technically for fixing knitted garments, but it's really helpful for getting threads to go back to the other side, because I find it's so frustrating. Like, it takes one pull with a thread to pull it to the front, and then when you try to do the same thing to make it go back, yeah, it won't. It's like, come on. So yeah, I have 2 threads here. This purple one is from the top and then one is from the bottom. That is okay. This is a fairly large area and it kind of goes around, splits off and comes back together, so 2 threads just makes sense to me. In fact, it'll probably be more by the time I'm done. So then I'll take the other one and work downward like that until it too runs out. So yeah, because I don't stitch diagonal anymore, it does close in like this a little bit, but that's okay. I don't mind that anymore. Yes, so who knows? I started off one way and it sort of morphed into different ways a couple of times, and now I've been doing this consistently for a while, but who knows, it may morph again. Gonna be like that, huh? Let's see if we can get that not to let go. Yeah, I was having very bad luck yesterday. Every single piece of thread, I swear, seemed to knot up on me. Okay. That's a small one. Let me see. I think it's just the ends. Yeah. Knot is still kind of there, but it's not very big, so I'm just going to keep stitching with it. I'm just going to, again, tack over here so that knot stays on the back. Like I said, it's very small, so it won't really make a lump. Yeah, in fact, I can't even really feel it back there, so. But obviously I didn't want it in the center of the top leg of the stitch. Even though, again, it probably still wouldn't be noticeable unless you're actually, actually running your finger right over it. But yeah, fine. You can do that as long as you don't have to really strain to pull the knot through. I did that once with one that would come through, but just barely. And after I tied it off, I realized it had enlarged all the holes I pulled it through, and yeah, it looked awful. So yeah, at that point, then it's best to cut it out of the thread. Stop it and restart it. Okay, so I'm gonna put that there. So yeah, I work some from the bottom upwards, some from the top down, and they kind of meet in the middle. That will not work. Only managed to thread one strand through there. Yeah, let's try that again. Strands of hair on my face. I've pulled it back, but yeah, there's always one or two loose ones that didn't get restrained and then they tickle my face. It's very annoying. Yeah, in the summer I like to drive with my car windows partway open, so I keep a wide headband in my car just for that purpose. Because yeah, I don't want my hair tickling my face. I want the breeze, but yeah. Oh, 100 already. Although I did say that I didn't quite start at 0, so. So yeah, I'm gonna say I probably hit 200,000. I would say probably early March. If I hit it earlier, that would be really cool. Yeah. But yeah, I enjoyed the journey. Yeah, it's funny. People will post pictures saying, and I loved every stitch of this. It's like, yeah, there's always one or two I didn't love because they decided to be difficult. They decided to snarl up on me, or I made a mistake and had to cut it out. Yeah. So I say I love more like 90% of the stitches in it. Yeah. 10% of them probably gave me trouble. So yeah, like I said, as you can see, it closed in a little bit here, but not too bad. extended a little further than I thought it would. It's always nice when that happens. As you can see, lots of pin stitches here in this area. Yeah, with pin stitches, you can go the other way. I just prefer doing the vertical ones. I don't know why. I find them easier. So, but yeah, some people will do sort of one vertically, one horizontally. That works too. I just found that, yeah, for some reason, the horizontal ones didn't want to cooperate as easily with me, so I only do the vertical ones. At least most of the time. So I think this is like the last flower petal here. There's a little bit that extends, I can see further there, but not by much. Able to go through and pack away a bunch of the pinks and purples. Okay, so I'm going to extend this up this way a bit. might get a few more stitches than I thought out of this piece. Perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to come up here a bit, work my way back down. Oh, that's no good. Overshot that. That one. Actually, I want to park it in that one, not actually stitch it yet. Can see it's more dark colors there, so it's quite a lot of dark colors for a bit. It's kind of the shadowy part, so yeah, we'll get to the lighter colors when we get to the past her wing and onto her chest. There's some lighter colors there for a little bit. really short, but I think I can make that piece work. There's only one more stitch I need to get out of it. Actually, I'm just gonna work up here first. Oops, change mode there, yeah. So yeah, because I'll kind of alternate from coming down from the top and working up from the bottom until the whole thing's filled in. Yeah, I had a feeling this was a super short bit, only good enough for one stitch. There we go. Oh goodness. Ick, let's not do that. There we go. A whole piece of big thread was threatening to tie itself up, which I obviously do not want. Okay, just had to double check I was at the right row. I'm gonna just check how long this one is. Yeah, it's still long. Okay, so yeah, I'm trying to decide if I want to leave both long threads attached or not. I think I'm going to tie off the one that's along the bottom here when I get to it. Just planning ahead. I don't plan too far ahead, but I do try to plan somewhat. I think this strand is only enough for 3, if I remember correctly. Yeah. might as well do this one in the corner there too. Actually, I can see a slightly different way. I might just do these as well. Yeah, use up every last bit of usable thread. That way, I can then do these two square ones. Oh, at 200, yeah. As I said, it's not very confetti heavy here, so makes it go quicker. Okay, so time to attach another strand. Yeah, so I had two of them attached earlier, but they both got used up. Oh, look at that, I'm at 180, 180. Completely for total completed. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna pack this color away once I've done these three. Won't be using it for a while. So yeah, I expect to get past 60% this month. Oops. Ah, hate when that happens. this will not be long enough to do all these here, unfortunately. I think I might be able to pack this color away too. No, there's a bit coming up, so probably just leave it out in my working tray for now. Oh, yeah, well past 200 now, even counting those stitches I did before I started. So yeah, I think I'll just fill in this bit and then that will be where I take a break. This will probably end up being about 250 by the time I get that bunch done. I finish filling in this area here. So, be a nice long session for you all. Oh yeah, well past that. Oh, goodness. There we go. Only managed to clip one of the two threads. That will not work. end up a little closer to 300 by the time I'm done this bit. I don't think we'll quite pass that point, but yeah, it'll be pretty close. Ah, yeah, now that it's stitched, yeah, I can see that purple flower there. Okay. Yeah, so I started with this big indentation and then filled it in. That's generally what happens. Some part of the design I extended out and then fill in around it until the whole thing is completely done. That was not right, yeah. Way too short. I also felt when I was pulling it through, the resistance was different because it went through the fabric and not through the hole in the fabric. So, yeah, that will definitely change it. So, even before I looked at it, I knew it felt wrong. Yeah, I don't think I have very many videos where I stitched past 200, but yeah, I just felt like doing that today. It has to be an area that's not too confetti heavy to do that, yeah. Oh my. Okay, so perfect. We'll just stitch this bit here and then park it, and then that's going to be where I call it a day. So even with having done some stitches before I started filming, not a lot, less than 20, yeah, I am really happy with that progress. But yeah, I can feel my arms are starting to feel it, so it is time to take a break and give them a rest. So there we go. So yeah, 294. I did 17 before I started filming, but still, yeah, like I said, it was big indentation, filled that all in now. So thank you for joining me today, and hope to see you here next time. Thanks, everyone. Bye.